Hey, can we be real for a second? Have you ever hit July, just looked around and thought, wait a minute, what happened to all those goals? You see, you started January on fire. You had your vision board, you had your big goals, and you told yourself that this was the year. But here we are, halfway through, and let's be honest, your calendar is a war zone. Your to do list is 3 miles long, and your vision? It's gotten lost somewhere between Zoom fatigue and decision paralysis. And if that's you, you're not alone. I work with high achieving leaders, entrepreneurs, and coaches who all have hit this point. It's called the messy middle. They're driven, but drifting. And here's the good news, you don't have to scrap the year. You just need to do a reset. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 powerful steps to reset, refocus, and reclaim your vision before you burn out and abandon those goals that truly matter. I'm Jen Wilson, founder of Jen Wilson International, and with years of experience leading global teams and coaching top-tier entrepreneurs, I'm here to help you cut through the noise, clear the fog, and breathe your vision into life. So first up, we need to deal with the noise in your head and clear the mental clutter that's filling up that precious mental real estate. So right now, your brain might be spinning with unfinished projects, looming deadlines, and people-pleasing decisions you wish you hadn't made. And here's what I tell my clients. Mental clutter is like having 100 tabs open on the computer and no Wi-Fi. You're exhausted and nothing is actually loading. So how do we fix it? We do what I like to call a vision dump. Okay, so what is that? You want to set a timer for 15 minutes. You want to brainstorm the answers to these questions. First, what's working? Is it your weekly team check-ins? Is it your morning routine that really helps you stay grounded? Number 2, what is draining you? Is it the back-to-back meetings? Is it posting on social media platforms even when it feels forced? And number 3, what have you been tolerating? Is it clients messaging you after hours? Is it a team member who really isn't pulling their weight? And then ask yourself, what did I say was important but haven't touched? Launching that podcast? Was it scheduling time for that big strategy? You don't want to judge. You don't want to edit. You just want to write. Now, when you're done, I want you to write down your why. That's the one thing that got you out of bed in January. It's the one thing that still stirs something within you. Was it to feel more freedom? Was it finally to stop working for someone else? Was it to build a business that aligns with your values and not just your skills? Write it on one line. You want to put it on a sticky note and tape it to your mirror. That's your anchor for the rest of the year. Okay, step 2. Now let's realign and recommit to what really matters. So where is your energy leaking? You know, we confuse busy with progress. So I was coaching an executive who felt completely maxed out. There were nonstop meetings. She was experiencing constant pings of instant message, and there was barely a moment to think. When I asked what her real goal was, she paused and she said, honestly, I don't even know anymore. I am just trying to keep up. Her schedule was packed, but nothing truly important was getting done. She was really confusing busy with progress. And once we looked at where her time was going and shifted focus to what actually was moving the needle, everything started to change. She began to feel clearer. She began to feel calmer and finally felt back in control. Because here's what I see all the time. People are overwhelmed, not because they have too much to do, but actually because they're doing too many things that don't matter. The calendar is full, but the soul is starving. So this is your moment to recommit to what matters, not just what's loud. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to revisit your original goals for the year. If you wrote them down, great, pull them out. If not, you need to write them down. Next, highlight the ones that still feel true, the ones that make your chest expand and not tighten. And then cross out the ones that belong to an outdated version of you, even if you've already started. Permission to pivot. And then ask yourself, what's the one thing I want to feel proud of by the end of the year? Not the thing you think you should do, not what your industry says your answer is. So I'm going to give you some examples. One said, I want to stop chasing every opportunity and finally build the impact platform I envisioned when I started my company. Another client told me that they wanted to feel like they finally were leading their team instead of managing their emotions. And then another client told me that they wanted to be present with their kids and not feel guilty about stepping away from their laptop. So what's yours? You may want to pause the video and comment below. What's your word or priority for the rest of the year? For me, the word is intention. I realized I was saying yes to many things, good things, but not the right things. I want to be more intentional with my time, with my energy, and yes, even my calendar. I don't want to live in a reactive mode. I want to make space for what truly matters. And for me, that's strategic thinking in my business. It's deeper coaching work with my clients. And it's actually enjoying the life that I'm building because aligned action beats constant motion every single time. Now, here's the third step. Now that you've reclaimed your why and picked your bold priority, it's time to turn to something tangible. You're going to create a plan for the next 60 days. Let's use the example of recommitting to wanting to stop chasing every opportunity and finally build that platform that had impact the way you envisioned it when you started your company. You know, that's big and it's visionary. However, to make it a reality, we need to focus. My recommendation is to make a 60-day action plan. And here's a way to break it down. First, you need to define your core priorities. So ask, what part of the vision am I building first? So in this case, maybe it's launching a podcast, publishing a thought leadership platform, or hosting a flagship event. Pick one, not five, one. Next, you want to break it into clear milestones. So let's think about this example of publishing a thought leadership article. By day 20, you're going to clarify your message. You're going to create a content theme or a signature framework. By day 40, you're going to publish your first 3 big posts. They might be a video, they might be a post. And then by day 60, you're going to pitch yourself to aligned opportunities, such as a guest speaker on a podcast or partnership. Next, you're going to set your non-negotiable habit. What is that? So what's the one small, steady action that keeps the engine moving? It might be to block 90 minutes every day to do some deep work. This will be the time where you create or you build your platform, no distraction. Or you may want to commit to one post or one piece of content weekly that aligns with your thought leadership. Remember, this isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters on purpose. And here's a bonus tip. Keep your plan visible. Use a whiteboard, use a journal, use an Asana board or a sticky note, whatever keeps it focused in front of you and clear. The goal isn't just to execute, it's to align. So show up every week for the platform you were meant to build, not the noise you've been reacting to. So here's the truth. You don't need more time. You need more direction. The year is not over. You haven't missed your shot. But if you don't pause now, if you don't reset with intention, you'll look up in December and wonder, where did it all go? This is your moment to reclaim it. Reconnect with your why, recommit to what really matters, and build a plan that reflects your vision, not just your obligations. Because you weren't meant to be just keeping up. You were meant to lead, create, and live aligned. And if this video helped you refocus, here's what to do next. Drop your recommitment word in the comments. I'd love to know what you're claiming for the second half of this year. I also have a free mid-year reset workbook, which you can find down below. And then lastly, subscribe, because every week I share practical tools to help you lead with clarity. You don't need a new year. You just need a new intention. So let's reset with purpose. And I'll see you in the next video.